might have asked yourself before, what truly is the best Pyke skin in the game? You might have thought, what does Davemon think about this? What does he think the best Pyke skin in the game is? Well, I've thought about this every single night. For the past 3 years, I started playing Pyke in Season 9. Every single night, I've asked myself, what is the best Pyke skin and Chroma combination? That answer has changed many times. Many Pyke skins have come out, the times have changed. I am here to give you the ultimate, definite, final Pyke skin tier list. There will not be another tier list made after this. No one is allowed to. This is the final answer for what is the best Pyke skin in the game. We're going to start right now. We're going to start from the oldest, from release, to the newest, okay? We're going to go in order. So we're going to start with Vanilla Pyke, Base Pyke. Very good. I am a big fan of Base Pyke. I think it's one of the best base skins in the game. I love using the skin. The ulti's great. Moving on to Sand Wraith. It was the skin released with Pyke. I like this skin a lot. It's one of my favorites for sure. I think the chromas are very important though. As we'll see for all of the skins in this list. The chromas really do decide the placement of the skin on the tier list. So these chromas are going to be everywhere. I don't use Base Sand Wraith. I think it's good. I use Pink Sand Wraith a bit. It's definitely better than Base. We'll actually put Base in decent. My absolute favorites are Purple Sand Wraith. This has been my OG. I have used this skin since day one. This skin in Chroma. The player Roy Clovers, who inspired me to play Pyke, used this Chroma. And I used this Chroma because of him. And it's been my absolute favorite. I hit rank 1 using this Chroma. So moving on to the next Chroma. This is the gold and blue one. I really like this one. The yellow one as well. I'm not a big fan of the white gray Sand Wraith. It's cool because it doesn't have any paper wrapped around his arms or whatever the bandage is. You can see Pyke's bare arms, so I mean kind of cool I guess, but don't care too much. And this one's pretty solid too, so we'll put it in good. And red is good. Okay, so moving on to Blood Moon. Not a big fan of the blue chroma. We'll put it in decent base as well. I think there's 2 chromas with Blood Moon to use. It's purple and then pink. If I can find pink. Where did it go? Right here. Okay. Pink is amazing. Strictly because if you check the back on the cape, there are flower petals going all the way down the cape. I think it looks fantastic in game. But moving on to the other chromas. This gold one, really not that great. We'll put it in decent. Other chromas, whatever. I really don't care. If you're playing Blood Moon, it's these 2 chromas or nothing at all. So, moving on to Project. Okay, I've had pretty big opinions about Project. I used to love this skin. This is the 3rd skin that came out for Pyke, and it was great at the time, okay? But this skin has aged like milk left out in the sun for months on end, and no one's touched it. It just sat there, okay? The skin is trash now. In fact, I put it in the unusable tab, in F tier. Why do I do this? This skin is outshined by every Pyke skin that's been released. Now, might be a shock to some of your ears. Now let me save it. There are a couple usable chromas, okay, that move it up to F tier instead of F minus. Okay, we've got the purple Evangelion, I believe, or Evangelion chroma. This one's dope, and it is the white chroma. Okay, if you use any other of these, we'll put right in there too. If you use these, you're trash. You'll never be good at Pyke, I'm sorry. Now, moving on to Psyops. I like this skin quite a bit, but the chromas are important. Unfortunately, Riot makes quite a few skins like that where chromas are kind of required. So, base Psyops, unfortunately, going in trash. Green as well. This one's absolutely fantastic. The problem with this chroma is that it was an event shop chroma, so you had to buy it with like tokens. So, really hard to get. But if I have an account that has this chroma, I will play it over a lot of skins most of the time. This one's great. The obsidian one, and the rest are not good. They will put them in trash. Psyops is cool for the ulti, but chroma, very important. Okay, so Sentinel, I love this skin's particle effects. The skin's particle effects are great. The chromas are terrible. I don't know why the chromas look so bad, but the only usable one is base. Okay, you don't need to buy a chroma with Sentinel. Base and this one. I forget what the name is of that one. Where's base? Right here, base. And then the rest are trash. Like this skin's chromas really flopped. I'm not gonna lie, but the skin's particle effects are fantastic. This one is usable as well. We'll put it in decent. Okay, Now we have Baldmon Pyke, which many of you may not know, but it is a Davemon skin for Pyke. If you're wondering what that means, it means you can play as me. I have a bald head. There's voice lines, there's sound effects, all the good stuff. I made a champion skin spotlight where we did a Baldmon spotlight. You can watch the video. The skin's absolutely amazing. I'm putting it in best simply because it's me. I mean, you can play as me in League of Legends. It blows my mind. Now, here's Ashen Knight, one of my personal favorites, that top of the line fine wine. I'm telling you, the skin is fantastic. The only issue with this skin is it's incredibly expensive. It's 100 mythic essence, gemstones, whatever you want to call it. It's hard to get. It's incredibly hard to get. For such a good skin, it's a crime that they take it away from people and charge so much for it. But this is in the best category, for sure. Both chroma, I think both are interchangeable. It's just such a good skin. I can't rank one chroma over the other, but I usually prefer to use white. Okay, and then the final one is Empyrean. The skin is fantastic, but it only shines out with a select few chromas. If you use the other chromas, I don't respect you. You are not a true Pyke player, okay? So, they will all be going in A, some in B. Base. This one, I don't know the name. And this one. The rest are in B. Great skin though. Particle effects dope. I think these chromas are pretty mediocre. I mean, you could make a case and you could argue, but I'm not a big fan of these chromas at all. Now, the skins, particle effects, all that good stuff, the dance, the emotes. I love the emotes on Empyrean. But that's it for the list, really. In fact, we'll put Empyrean above. Actually, we'll put Empyrean up here. It's truly just that good of a skin. Okay, now this is final. Thank you all for watching my video on the Pyke skin tier list. Please let me know your thoughts on this list in the comments below. But yeah, thank you for watching and have a great night. Peace out.